So it's not uncommon at all for our firm to get a phone call from somebody who says, I got a phone call from a detective. The detective would like me to come down and speak to them at the police department. What should I do? Our first answer and our last answer is do not speak to the police until we have stepped in. Number one, you have no idea what you're walking into. Police are allowed to lie to you. They're allowed to tell you you're a witness when you're a suspect. They're allowed to tell you that, we just want to ask you a few questions when in fact you are the target of their investigation. You never know what you're walking into. It's critical that there is a buffer between you and the detectives, somebody who is going to pile the sandbags and make sure that your rights and your interests are protected. What we will usually do is immediately make contact with whatever law enforcement entity is in charge of the investigation so we can gather as much information as we can. It is exceedingly rare that we are ever going to recommend that a client speak to the police. The reality is that by the time the police are speaking to you, they have most likely made up their mind about what they're going to do, and there is probably nothing that you can tell that officer or detective that is going to change their mind. At this point, we are protecting you. What's the phrase? An ounce of protection is worth a pound of cure. Right now, we don't want you giving any more information. We're preparing for the long haul and making sure that your rights are protected. Here's another issue. Sometimes police have conducted a full investigation. You are a suspect in the case, but they do not have enough information and evidence at that point to charge you. And if that's the case, why would we go talk to the police? Why would we give them that extra bit of information? What most people don't recognize is that every word that comes out of your mouth when you are talking to a police officer, that's one less fact that they may have to prove. Just you saying, yeah, I was in the state of New Jersey. Well, before that, how do they know that? Maybe you were in Montana. Maybe you were in China for all we know. Now they can prove that you were in the state of New Jersey when this happened because you admitted it. So it is critical at this early stage to get counsel and make sure your rights are protected.